Hello, I'm Dr. Brandt Gibson. I would like to talk to you today about some relaxation techniques for thriving with peripheral neuropathy. So in the past, we've talked about meditation techniques and some of that kind of stuff. And meditation itself is too big to be able to discuss today in this particular video. So I'm going to talk to you about a couple of other ways that you can actually get control of your peripheral neuropathy on a daily basis. And you can actually use neurotechniques or psychological techniques that will allow you to get control and truly thrive with your peripheral neuropathy. The first one is called square breathing. So the advantage of square breathing is by doing this, it actually creates a calm in your body, and it will actually allow you to return to functioning more normal. So what is square breathing? Square breathing is just like a square. So it has four equal sides, right? So the way that this is typically done is you will breathe in for 4 seconds, then you will hold it for 4 seconds, then you'll breathe out for 4 seconds, then you'll hold it for 4 seconds, and you'll repeat that. And typically the best way to do this is over a period of 3 to 5 minutes initially, and you can extend to even 5 to 10 minutes after you get used to it and get good at it. And you will find that it actually creates a calm in your whole body. And a lot of times this will give you complete control of the sensations and the feelings and even the discomfort that comes with peripheral neuropathy. So it allows you to eliminate that discomfort and that distraction so that you don't have the continued disability that often comes with peripheral neuropathy. So square breathing. The second technique is a even stronger method, a little more difficult to implement. It's called anchoring. So an anchor is anything, any stimulus that can actually remind you of a very strong emotional state that you were in at one point. Common anchors could be a sight, a visual anchor, could be a sound, an auditory anchor, could be touch, a kinesthetic type anchor, could be smell or taste, an olfactory or gustatory anchor. So the idea is there may be a smell where you walk in, you smell something and it reminds you of a time. That's an anchor. And so the goal is to create your own specific anchors. And the best way to do that is to use touch so that we can actually create a method that you can change your state. It's really called collapsing anchors. So these are anchors that you'll use to collapse the state that you're in. So it may be the distraction or discomfort that's happening from neuropathy, and you want to collapse that distraction, just collapse that discomfort and put yourself in a different psychological or mental state. So how does this work? Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to go through a 4-step process to be able to create an anchor. First off, you're going to recall a very, very strong, intense, vivid emotional state. This needs to be a real state, a real emotional state that you had at some point in your life that you can actually remember distinctly and vividly. You can actually get all the details, how you thought, how you felt, how it looked around you, and you want it in full color as you're going into that image creation in your mind. So some common, really, really strong emotions that work for this is a love state, a feeling very, very powerful state, an energized state, a confident state, or laughing so hard that you're almost falling down state. Those can all be utilized in this state, or maybe it's significant joy or significant happiness. So what I'm going to do is kind of help you understand how this works. So the first one is to recall a past vivid, intense experience. So So if you were to close your eyes right now and say, okay, I'm going to think about a time when I was the most happy I've been in a very long time. And you want a very, very vivid memory of this. And so you're thinking about that state and you're saying, okay, I've got it. And you visualize every aspect of it to the very, very emotion. And as the emotion starts to increase to that state of significant happiness, you pick a location. Maybe you're going to pick the third knuckle of your hand and you push on that location right as you're coming into that state. And as you get to that state and it starts to change, you let go. The goal being you want to get that trigger to send you to the top state, not to when it's starting to drop back down. So you want to be at the peak of that sensation. And then you want to break it. So a lot of times we'll have you think about something else. And then you'll do that exact same thing, touching the exact same way, and see if it stimulates that sensation in your body to make sure that actually the trigger or the anchor actually worked. So, for example, close your eyes. Think of the time when you were the happiest you've ever been. And imagine that. What was going on? Who was around you? How did you feel in your body? What exactly were you thinking? What exactly happened? Now touch with your thumb of your right hand the third knuckle of your left hand and hold it there and think about the emotion that you were having at that time. And as that emotion starts to grow and continues to grow and it becomes a full, vivid, happy state, let go of that. Okay. Now think about brushing your teeth this morning. What I just did is I rotated you out of that state so you can reset your mind. And you should be able to touch that point and actually put yourself back into that anchored state. There is the ability to take this anchor and actually stack anchors to make it an even stronger emotion. The more times you do this, the better you get at it. You could say, okay, I'm in pretty significant pain right now. I need to relax. I'm going to push my third knuckle and I put myself in that happy state, and it replaces the discomfort and disability. So this will take practice, but it does work. So this is Dr. Brandt Gibson, and this is your Neuropathy Nugget, day 58. And I taught you 2 psychological techniques, one being square breathing and the other being anchoring. And as you practice those techniques, you will get better at getting control of your peripheral neuropathy.